Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Princess for Allah, and this is my second video for YouTube. Assalamu alaikum means may peace and blessings of Allah be with you. So for Hobo, I've worn my lighter attire today, just for you. Hobo in my first video thought that I wasn't a proud Muslim because I chose to hide in darkness. So I wrote a comment on the first video to reply to him, to explain basically I feel that as a Muslim woman, essentially I feel that we are precious pearls, the most precious of diamonds, and that my beauty is only for my family to see. My husband, my mom, my dad, whomever, that is my closest relative, can see. So alhamdulillah. Going on from that, why do I choose to cover? For the simple fact is I choose to cover because I believe that all too often, mostly in the Western society where I was born and raised, that people judge you by your looks, or they judge a book by its cover. And all too often, basically, I find anybody from, say, for example, Marilyn Monroe, right on up to the Playboy bunnies, they're projecting an image of a woman that perhaps may not be as natural as you may think. We, as Muslim women, do have our sexuality, we do have our beauty, but we also have a mind as well. And I'm not saying that those other women don't, so please don't comment on that. What I am trying to say is that I could choose to be that sexual woman, but I don't have to flaunt it. I don't have to show anyone outside of my family how I look. And that's what I love about Islam. Alhamdulillah. This is why, as I started to say earlier in my previous video, is that I really admire the Catholic nuns, especially those who take the habit, which means the black veil, the black dress. They consider the habit as being, you know, their religious way of life, their way of being modest, to keep them chaste. And nuns who even go as far as to be cloistered or to kept inside a convent wall, mashallah, they're following their path, they're following their religion, and I have very much respect for them. I also have respect for anybody who follows their religion and keeps it to themselves modestly. And essentially, I feel that it's my right, my desire, and most of all, my haya, my modesty, to be like this. Alhamdulillah. For those who are just joining for the second video, I'm a revert to Islam, alhamdulillah, for 13 years. I live in North America. I grew up in North America. My family are all Christian, and I'm the only Muslim in my family. No, I did not marry a Muslim man before I became a Muslim. Rather, he actually became Muslim after me. Do I sleep with my hijab on is another question that I received during my lifetime. No. Do I shower with it on? No. I've gotten asked so many questions, and I enjoy all the questions. I've got asked, are you allowed to have, well, you know, that thing, you know. And I simply replied to the lady, well, where do you think baby Muslims come from? Of course we're allowed to, well, you know, as long as we're married. Because if we don't marry before the you know, that we consider that adultery, and it's a sin. Essentially, the myths and misconceptions that are out there, or the haters of Islam, really need to open their eyes, and they really need to actually talk to a Muslim, whether it be me or somebody else or a brother or a sister. It doesn't matter who you talk to, as long as you talk to a Muslim, rather than keeping the hatred inside. The last piece of advice for this video that I wanted to give is that if you are a revert to Islam and your parents have kicked you out of the house, my dad disowned me actually. I was already married, but my dad disowned me for a while. Be patient with your parents. Allah commands us actually to respect the mother and the father, especially the mother, unless they take us away from Islam. So, you know, even though they may have done you an injustice by kicking you out of the house because you chose a different way of life, write them a letter. Give them a phone call. Say, hey, how you doing today? It's your daughter. It's your son. So, for now, I want to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And inshallah, there'll be another video. But a couple points. Number one, I dress this way because it's my choice in Islam. Number two, I do this because I believe in modesty. And number three, for the reverts out there, don't give up. It's your struggle. It's who and what Allah has made you to be. Don't give up on Islam. Don't give up on your way of life. And if you are having trouble with your parents, practice a bit of patience, and inshallah they'll come around. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Until next time, it's Princess for Allah, and I'll see you soon. Inshallah, God willing.